Good morning. This is John Harder, aka WealthWiz, coming to you from beautiful Nayarit, Mexico. And you know, people from all over the world are coming to the internet to find a way to supplement their income. And you know what? I've been an internet marketer for 16 years now. All right. So it's not 30 years, but it's 16 that I've been an internet marketer. And never before has there been an opportunity that has had, as much to offer as the opportunity that I am about to present to you right now. Okay. Now, what's happening is that that the banking system is actually failing. It is crumbling, and this is happening all over the world. And cryptocurrencies have been created to take its place. And I think when Bitcoin was originally created, that they did have that in mind, that eventually it would take over the financial systems. However, it took a while, a few years for it to catch on. And even now, only a very, very small percentage of people even are aware of that cryptocurrencies are, are an option, as it were. Although many companies all over the world, there are many companies, restaurants, hotels, flights, travel. Many places now are accepting Bitcoin for payment. And of course, if you are in the Bitcoin, in the cryptocurrency space, then you already know that Bitcoin isn't nearly the only coin out there, because there are many. There are actually thousands, and I believe that number is going to reduce a lot over the next few years, because I think there's actually only going to be a small number that's actually going to survive. Nonetheless, this is a massive opportunity right now, and will be for the next couple of years. This opportunity of the cryptocurrency space, crypto trading, is an opportunity like none that have ever existed on the internet or off the internet before. This is the biggest phenomenon ever. Okay, so it is the biggest wealth transfer that has ever happened in human history. And we are right at the forefront right now. We are, how should I say? We are at the threshold, right at the beginning of this. We are at the edge, okay, of this happening. Now, I'm going to share something with you near the end of this presentation. That is, if it hasn't gotten you excited and that you actually wanted to participate and come in, I think at that point is where it will sort of change your mind. And of course, that is if you do have a marketer's mindset, kind of a business mindset. All right. Now, let me dive right in and show you a presentation here that I have. And I want to tell you that I have been in the crypto marketing space since January of 2017, which is right about 2 years now. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen here, and then we'll go to this browser. All right, so I've been in this space for about 2 years, which isn't very long, but I gotta tell you, it's been a pretty wild ride. And here's the thing, you know, when I first came in, I spent like about $500, and and I made tremendous money for the first 3 months. And because the coin that I bought, well, I had actually bought a few coins, some of which never really amounted to much, but there was one of those coins really went up in price, and I gained from those 500 like into the 30,000s very quickly in about 3 months. And what happened was the price plummeted back down, and I had no idea what to do. Okay. And so, and that's kind of why I'm doing this presentation right now, because that is exactly what changed. Because from not knowing what to do, I now do know what to do. And you know what I've learned? This has happened to most people that come into the crypto marketing space. Most of them, they've had pretty much the same experience, where they gained a lot of money pretty quick, or maybe a little bit more time, depending on which coin they bought. But then they lost it, you know, then they lost most of it. And some people actually lost money, which I didn't. I actually didn't lose. I gained money. But I lost a lot of the profits that I could, or that I already had, because all I had to do is pull them out before the price would plummet, which I didn't know how to do. Or actually, I would have known how had I known that the price was going to drop. That's just it, eh? So our question here is, do you want profit? Well, that's what this is about, right? So I believe that you know what? Let's just be honest with ourselves. All of us, everybody wants profit. That's what life is about. It's about profit and prosperity. It's really, that's what it is. Prospering in all areas of life. Okay. So we have Python signals, one business with two opportunities. And so we'll take these opportunities one at a time. So opportunity number one, crypto cycles and trends trading. And why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it is the oldest, most reliable way to make money from crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time and with any amount of money. It doesn't really matter. The playing field is really opening up for everybody. You know, back in the old stock market game, only the multimillionaires could qualify to play, you know, but now anybody can. And you can start with a very small amount of money, right? So let me just plug in here so that we have a better, there we go. Okay, so how does it work? Buy low and sell high. Think about it. When somebody, a new community builds up somewhere, you know, people moving in and building and all of this stuff, and it doesn't take long until somebody gets the idea to put up a store. What's the purpose? Buy low and sell high. That's the purpose. You know, you create a convenience of people having their store nearby, but your purpose is to buy low and sell high. All right, so that's really the purpose of business. So here we can see the power of buying low and selling high. Now, I just want you to think for a little bit deeper than what the slide actually shows us, okay? And it's this. It's giving us buying in January and sitting on that coin all the way until December, and that is the price change right there. Now, however, The coin that I had bought in January of 2017, which is exactly the year that this graph was portrays here, was Dash. It was Dash, and if you would if you would actually be able to get the a hold of the data, you would find that buying $500 of Dash in January would get you, I'm not exactly sure what that would have made in 3 months, the exact amount, but it's a pretty big number. I think it's actually more than the 26, because I believe it was in the 30,000 that $500 made me, and I'm sure there's a way of going and finding that data. But that's the gains, and then pull your profits out and put them back in. And what was it, July when it was the lowest? And put those back in with those profits, with those gains, and that would have blown even just one of the coins up, likely into about 200,000 or something like that, just with Dash. Now, the problem was that I was in the dark as to how this all works, and I didn't know when to buy and when to sell. That's what happened. Now, let us, you see, the $1 million question is, when should I buy and when should I sell? And this is everybody's question. You know, I found out in this short time that I've been in the crypto space that there are many people that have had very similar experiences to that of mine. And if you're in the crypto space, very likely you can relate. That knowing when to buy and when to sell is just not, you know, unless you have some kind of insight as to the future pricing, you have no idea when to buy and when to sell. Now, the buying part actually becomes a little bit easier, because you can do on the sites, you can kind of see which direction the coins are currently going, and you can kind of buy it. But when to sell, that is a mystery, because you know what happens once the price is plummeting and you're trying to sell, you see, that's when everybody wants to sell. And you end up sitting in sort of a traffic jam. So when to sell, it becomes extremely critical. Well, meet Marius Landman. He is our answer for that $1 million question, because he is our chief data analyst. He has 30+ years been working for major corporations, institutional sized companies, where he has used a data algorithm that he developed, where they could put data in surrounding circumstances and events that would project out a future, and where they can then make changes and make predictable to get a predictable outcome in the future. Well, that same algorithm in 2015, he plugged that into the cryptocurrency space or market, and it has yielded phenomenal results. And so even just in 2018, from January till July in 2018, the markets really were not that great. And he still, through his program, pulled out 518% profit. Now that's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, so now we're looking at a graph from 2017. If you remember that Bitcoin went up to like $20,000, and Wall Street was, using the news media to tell people, buy, Bitcoin is going to the moon. And many people were getting very confident and getting into the crypto space. And, you know, Marius Landman, on the other hand, he was telling his subscribers, he said, pull out your profits at 19,500 because the price is going to come down. Well, the people that listened to him, the people that, you know, many people on his list, they followed him and pulled out their profits, preserving their profits. The rest of us, we went crashing down like a barrel over Niagara Falls. All right, so so this here on the right side is a screenshot of the data that we get access to, giving us a graph showing us where the future price is expected to be, and giving us a also an explanation of what's expected. Okay. Now, if you, let's say you want to make money, you want to actually become quite wealthy, which most people, I believe, do, unless there's something wrong with their brain or something, then everybody pretty much wants to get, you know, wealthy. So with that in mind, what would you say that this would be worth to you, just to have access to that trading data? What would it be worth? What would it have been worth? You know, what would it have been worth in 2018? Well, you know what it actually takes? All it takes is to be a subscriber. You don't have to be have any special education. You don't have to be a PhD. You don't need to be a specialist. You don't need to, you know, be a professional. You just got to have a subscription. All right, so the subscription packages that are available are what we call silver, gold, platinum, galaxy, right? Those are the 4 packages, and you can just simply come in where you fit in. It's really that simple. For a very limited time, we do have available the Galaxy 1000 pack. The access, the perks are exactly the same as all of the packages are. Okay, except the Galaxy Lifetime does come with 2 extra perks. And those are the private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, and also you're part of a private Telegram group. Okay, those are the extra perks for the Galaxy Lifetime package. So if you're after those perks, waste no time. All right, so now, as for the rest of the packages, let us have a closer look at what they actually give you. Because the silver pack gives you 30 days access to the trading data and email notifications. Those are the 2 perks that that come with all the packages as far as the trading is concerned. So you get silver. The silver is $50. 30 covers 30 days and pays 6 levels in the matrix. Yes, there is a matrix plan, and it's a matrix plan with spillover, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. Okay, all packages come with a direct referral bonus of 10%. except the Galaxy Lifetime comes with 15% direct referral bonus. The gold package is $150. It gives you 90 days access, or we could say quarterly, covers, or it pays 9 levels at 36%. The platinum package, which is a $50 savings from the gold, gives you 180 days access, or could we say bi-yearly, and it pays 12 levels at 48%. The Galaxy package gives you, it's yearly, it's a yearly package, $500 a year. Although, while we're in pre-launch, it gives you 3 extra months. So it gives you 18 months access and pays at 65, pays on 18 levels. Sorry, 15 months access, 18 levels pay in the matrix at 65.5%. The Galaxy 1000 pays exactly the same in the matrix, but pays an extra it pays 15% in the direct referral commissions. All right, so we will take a closer look at the matrix. But first, let us have a look at what exactly you get. You see, when you buy these packages, we don't do any trading for you. That's not where your money, what happens with your money. But you buy these packages to get access to the trading data, okay? And what those 4 packages represent is the Marius's timely trading reports for the top 40 cryptos. Okay, so it's that one. And the email notifications. Email notifications. The Galaxy 1000, it gives you also private Zoom meetings with Marius and team, and private Telegram group access. That's those are 2 extra perks that you get with the Galaxy 1000 package. Okay. Now, with all packages, however, the 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Let us take a look at what we're talking about there. All right, so opportunity number 2, revenue share plan. 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Okay, so here are the guidelines for this roadmap, for this for the matrix payout. Okay, so we have what we don't have is a 5-page or 6-page or however many pages of rules and regulations and hoops and loops that you have to jump through, which you have to study for a week in order to understand the pay plan. Instead, we have only one rule that applies, and that is you must have a subscription. No subscription, no pay. Active subscription equals pay. Okay, so now it's a 2x18 forced matrix. What does that mean? A forced matrix means that as the people, the person that referred you and the people above them, as they fill in their matrix referring people, that will automatically trickle into your matrix. And as those people then pick up the pace and fill the matrix, you can literally have a full matrix getting paid by everyone on your matrix and not even lift a finger and make 5.1 million yearly income without having referred anybody. Is that very likely? Probably not. Is it possible? Absolutely. Okay? Now, however, if you don't refer people, there is, or should I say, if you do refer people, there is a 10% direct referral bonus that you will get on top of the matrix payout every time those subscriptions renew of the people that you directly referred. Okay? All commissions are paid daily. I shouldn't say all commissions, although it is, but what I mean is that there is, as soon as your commission level reaches more than $50, you can request your payout and you'll be paid. Okay, this daily, well, during the week daily. Okay, all commissions are paid in Bitcoin daily, and you go in with Bitcoin and you also get paid out in Bitcoin. All right, so that is pretty much the rules that apply to our matrix. Now let's have a closer look at the matrix themselves and see how this would play out, okay? So let's say you were a Galaxy 500 member, which practically everybody is going to be. And I'm gonna explain why. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's say this here, right here, this table is a matrix and it's your matrix, okay? And it's full and you're making 5.1, you know, $5,102,410 a year residual income from the matrix. That means that all the spots are filled in your matrix, and that means everybody is a Galaxy 500 member. Now you're probably thinking, well, what if I have a lot of silver and gold members? Well, hey, if you do, then you make more money. But see, here's the deal. Once a silver member has a bunch of people on the 7th and 8th and 9th level, he's going to miss out on all those commissions that from those subscriptions unless he upgrades. And it goes like that for every level until you get to the Galaxy level. So this is very, very powerful. Everybody is going to want the Galaxy 500, and you can buy it from your commissions. Why not? You know, why not? Heck, you can buy it from commissions that other people referred. You don't even have to refer anybody, as I already mentioned, right? Now, that's, however, only thinking about making this money and without referring anybody. But let's say you're kind of a go-getter and you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to get off my butt and I'm going to really break it in, and I'm going to bring people in, and so considering that your matrix is filled, okay, and you have almost 500,000 people in your matrix. Let's say you had really worked and you referred 20,000 of them yourself. Well, in that case, you would get an extra 10% on all those 20,000 subscriptions over and above your matrix payout. All right. So that's how that works. Now, are you excited yet? You excited yet about the income you can make? You know, I said before that I was going to share something that that might get you convinced even if otherwise you weren't. And it's this. We had a training with one of the owners, or should I say the owner's wife? It was one of the owner's wife. And a training on just a couple of days ago. And what she was telling us is that they have been working with some major corporations, some major companies. These are people that have access to very large databases. And in January, they're coming on board and they are going to blow this thing up. We're going to have tens of thousands of people coming in to Python Signals in January and the months following. Now here's what I am telling you. I'm telling you this because you can come in right now and be ahead of them. And when they fill the matrix, that will make you millions. If you take the Galaxy package. And here's the thing, if you don't, and you're saying, well, I'm going to sit on the fence and I'm going to watch and see what happens. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. And then come in, and then they will be earning on from your package, whereas it could be the other way around. You could be earning from all of their package, if you understand what I mean. But of course, don't take my word for it. Just sit on the sidelines and watch if that's what you want to do. Either way makes no difference to me. I'm in and I have the lifetime package and I'm looking forward to having my matrix completely filled. All right, so for a very limited time, we do have this package available, the Lifetime Galaxy. You pay once, you pay $1,000, and that's it. Personally, I'm not promoting this package. Because you know why? I get paid only once, and after that, it's a dead spot in the matrix. But it is here for now if you want it, okay? All right, so I'm not here to convince you. If what I have showed you, if you say, nah, that's not for me, you know what? Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in whatever it is that you're going to be doing. However, if you see the value and you say, I'm in, I want this, this resonates with me, then use the information in the description and get started. Sign up to the coinseagle.biz newsletter. Okay, just visit coinseagle.biz or coinseagle.biz. Just visit that site and sign up, and you will right away be emailed all of the information for getting started. Actually, I think the link to create your account is there anyways, but regardless, you will then get the information to get you plugged into our Facebook group where you can get support, our Telegram group where you can get support, and our Zoom calls where we have question and answer sessions. Actually, I'm going to get out of the screen share here, and we'll just answer some questions right now if you have some here in this call or in this hangout. Okay, so let me just go to that, and I will just stop the screen share. Let's hopefully we can do this without shutting everything down, which is actually what I've done a couple of times. All right, here we are. So any questions? Let's see, Romeo. Good morning, John. Thank you, Romeo. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it a lot. What do you think? What do you think of my presentation? Was it was it good? All right. So anyway, if there are no questions, then I will consider this the end of it. So thank you very much for watching. The information is in the description. Do give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay?